My name is Nick Koerbin. I'm the Executive Director of Association Executive Services. We're based in Vermont in Melbourne, and we've been in business for over 12 years. I'm involved totally in the non-for-profit association sector, and our business is providing full back office and administration to a number of associations, but also training and development of association boards, staff. We're basically a one-stop shop for the non-for-profit sector in Australia. We are involved in a lot of activities with associations, and particularly around developing policies. And I've accessed Lawpath for the last 3 years, and I'm so satisfied with some of the up-to-date policy documents I'm able to access. In particular, policy documents about privacy, social media, and a range of other issues that a lot of associations are facing. But in my own business, having those up-to-date policy documents have been very valuable. These include also employee contracts that we've had, because we have employees here, we have about 10 staff, and we also have a number of consultants that provide our services. So having contracts that engage them is very, very important to us, and Lawpath has provided that. And lastly, probably the service agreements we have with our association clients, which are legal documents that clearly identify the relationship that we have in our delivery of services to those organisations. I've been in the not-for-profit sector for about 30 years, and there's always a legal matter that occurs, no matter where it comes from. We've used legal services in the past, but they tend to be very ad hoc. And even though we may have a relationship with one legal firm, in some cases they don't provide all the services that Lawpath offer. So the relationship's been very good in the past with those lawyers and professionals. But yeah, going to Lawpath has been quite valuable to us. It's a one-stop shop for us. As I said, access to the legal documents, and particularly advice as I need it. And sometimes we come across issues, not only for ourselves, but our association clients, that we need to get some information about. So being able to access Lawpath, accessing legal information and have a real lawyer talk to us is very good. It's been very valuable to me, and particularly when something very important needs to be dealt with, as we often need to be aware of some of the legal issues that are facing our clients. Also, the help from the online service, I find it's been very good, very valuable. There's always the AI process I've used, but when that doesn't work, then there's a real person on the other end of the line that can talk to me. So it's been very good for us. I've used the actual law advice probably about 4 times in the last 3 or 4 years. And every time I've used it, and the first time I used it, it was on time. We had to book the call probably in, I think it was about a week that I booked the call, and it was on time. I got the call. The matter, I actually put the matter down in writing. So the lady that rang me was aware of what the issue was, and the call lasted for about 10 minutes, which I felt was good because I was quite busy, and it resolved the matter that I had at hand. Lawpath has given us that opportunity to give some confidence about how we engage with our clients, because our clients, our associations, they have particular needs. Because they're volunteer boards and they have members, but they're running quite large organisations, and they are coming to us for the solutions. In regards to our staff, we have a number of staff here. We certainly have agreements with them because we use Lawpath agreements, employee agreements. We also use contractors. And they are very important to us because they're an arm of our delivery of our service. And we use Lawpath in those contract agreements. If we didn't have Lawpath, it would cost us a lot more money to seek legal advice and get that right. And then we'd be worried about how up-to-date those contracts would be. We are growing rapidly. We started off as a one-person operation. I founded Association Executive Services in my front room after 25 years as a CEO of about 8 associations. And my vision was to help organisations change, to be high-performing associations. And since that time, we are working very closely with these organisations to help them grow and be successful. And so we see with our growth that we will be using Lawpath more than we expect at the moment. In fact, it's probably only me tapping into Lawpath. I'm a bit selfish about that, but I really want to make sure all our staff are able to be access to Lawpath subscription, to use it when they can. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's sharing that knowledge across our whole organisation. I've been in business for 30 years, and particularly in small business, and it's always been a struggle to get the proper advice at the right time. It's all about relationships and someone being there when you need them. So my advice for any small business or any large business is the value that I get from Lawpath is the return on investment is triple that I would expect it in the past. So if you are in a situation where you have to present your organisation as being a professional organisation, or even if a business, you want to demonstrate that you're operating effectively with good governance, then I think Lawpath and all its services and resources is the place to go to.